Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to this episode of Rock Talk with Rick, hanging out in the new King of the Attic studio with Mr. Lorne Tontegode.
Got it.
Photographer, you can see, this is not a guitar, this is a camera, right? Lorne takes tons of pictures of great Niagara bands. He's out all the time, taking all kinds of shots, and you see his stuff all over the internet. So Lorne, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. It's an honor to be here. It's actually kind of blown away that you want to be in here. So
Most-
it's really cool.
Most people don't tell me that. Most people say, yeah,
You want me to show up?
How
What,
the hell
man?
did I get on this show? Like, is this the only show in town? You know, I should actually put my glasses on though, right? Ah, there we go. I knew I was missing something.
I forgot mine. Damn it.
So tell us what's going on. I see you carrying some high-powered equipment with you tonight.
Yeah, you got a couple different lenses and pretty much need a decent camera because the lighting's always so dull. And
In most clubs,
yeah,
right?
it's hard to get that good shot. And so yeah.
And you're out. I see a lot of your stuff online. You take a lot of. I've seen a lot of stuff of a few different bands that probably you take a lot of. You can name them.
Yep, a couple bands that were sort of regular and they know when I show up.
And which
become
bands are
friends
those?
with them actually. But one of the first bands that I started really shooting was Fireball. That was back before COVID time. And just, I got out there. I like shooting bands because the musicians, they work so hard at what they're doing.
Yeah.
And this is my way of giving back because I enjoy the music so much. So I don't charge when I get out there. You know, people are asking me, what do you charge to come out and shoot a band? I don't. If you want me to come and do something special, then I might. But yeah,
Yeah.
right. But yeah, so Fireball was kind of one of the first ones we started with. Steve Norris and Rob Rabian.
Yeah, I know Steve. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, some guys like that, and it was a great time. Yeah, Steve Zabo. But yeah, a few bands recently, like Lost Boys, we've been shooting a few times. I did some video work for them, some multi-camera video work, which was really cool. They seemed to like it. So yeah, it was a cool experience because it's the first time I've done that.
And who's in the Lost Boys? That's Freddie Gabrizak.
Freddie Gabrizak, yeah, Alan Graham on vocals,
Yes.
Alan Tyrer on drums, and Rick was the bass player. And they have a new guy coming in, and I'm not sure what his name is yet. So
Okay.
we'll get a chance to meet him. It's a young guy.
But good band, man.
They're a tight
Smoking
band. Yeah,
good band.
Yeah, good light show. It's hard to beat Freddie's expertise in that area. The guy really knows what he's doing, right?
He's been doing it
Yeah,
for so long,
He's a pro.
man.
He's a pro.
Yeah, he's
so-
been doing it for so long.
Yeah, and I shot a lot of stuff that was going on at the Upper Space with Chrissy Hales when she had that thing going on.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. The Layla Walla Festival that she did, shot a ton of bands with that. A lot of really good original stuff and new bands that have formed up recently. Some of the bands that have been around for a while. April was a pretty cool one to do. So yeah, there's been a few, and I just like doing it. It's fun.
You must have got some pretty good shots. I know you have of the late Mr. Paul Wheeler. You probably got tons of shots of Paul.
The
Yes.
guy was one of the best people I've ever met.
Very photogenic too, eh?
Yeah, yeah, he was pretty awesome. It's funny, that my genre of music tends to be a little bit more in rock, some heavy metal. I'm not so much a death metal type of guy,
Yeah.
but I love shooting the artists within the death metal groups because they're so out there and they're
Right.
so photogenic. But yeah, Paul Wheeler was one of the best. Thoroughly enjoyed shooting him with the band Squealer and some of the other stuff that he was doing.
yes.
Yellowbird, I'm not a country music guy at all, but Yellowbird does some great
They're
stuff.
out there banging it out
Yeah,
too, eh?
yeah. Tim and Jamie Lee, and then the rest of the band behind them. Yeah, an awesome bunch of people too. I can't believe how decent all of the people are in the industry. Like, there's not one where you show up and the guy's like, get out of here, you're getting on my nerves or something like that. Everybody's like, oh fuck, cool, come on out here and take some shots, and yeah, they love it, right?
Who's this asshole sticking it down in my face?
Which is hard because I'm a shy guy. I don't find it easy to get out in front. So I'm sort of looking for cues that people are okay with it. Once I get rolling, I'm good with it. But yeah, to get that first time up there is rough.
See, musicians really don't care. They like it because they like people taking. We're all hams, All
Yeah.
musicians like that.
Yeah, you almost
If
have to
they
be,
tell
right?
you, hey, get that camera out of my face, something's wrong with them, man.
Yeah.
Because most musicians want to get their picture taken. And look, if I was playing and you showed up in the club. Yeah, hey, go take a
Yeah,
look what we're
yeah.
getting. We don't even have to pay this guy. You take a picture.
That's right, yeah.
Like, come on. And it's not like you're taking them with a cell phone.
No, it's a couple dollars worth of kit, I guess.
I bet
yeah.
you got some money invested, like in probably a lot more gear than what you got here tonight, right?
I do, yeah. I have some stuff for video as well, a few different lenses. My go-to lenses for the band shots are like my 24 to 70 and my 70 to 200, which is what this guy is here. But if I'm doing multi-camera work, I can set up some different cameras and tripods and stuff like that.
Now, when
But,
you got into it, obviously you didn't have this kind of gear.
No, I've actually been shooting for a long time. I started off back in the film days. Didn't really get too serious about it, but when I came out to Niagara, the music scene was so vibrant, so cool.
It always has been. Actually.
Yeah, it just because I was living in the Pickering area and got out here and shooting a bit of wildlife, and then started shooting a bit of bands, and it was like, this is cool. I like doing this, and it's just sort of gelled for me. I really enjoy doing
There's
bands.
a lot of bands in the Niagara Peninsula. For some, more now after the COVID than there
A
was.
few formed.
Yeah, a lot
Yep.
of new form bands that came out of the COVID era that were rehearsing incognito and not telling anybody they were rehearsing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you
Well,
know.
Lost Boys, that band formed during the beginning of COVID.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They put their stuff together at that point, and yeah, a few other bands. But yeah, it's I have my own site on Facebook for my photography. It's called Imagine It Live Photography.
Okay, okay.
So people often ask me, well, where can I find the pictures that I've taken?
Yes.
Usually I'll try and connect up with some of the people who I've shot for. So like, you know, the Trip who's here,
Yes, yeah.
those guys are awesome, amazing band. And so friends with them, so I can link up with them, and then usually they can find it. But on my other side, Imagine It Live Photography, usually everything goes on there. And I also have a Flickr page, which I stick all my high-res images on.
Okay.
Because Facebook downgrades them quite
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah, really
So,
bad.
yeah, and I put on the Facebook stuff, I have my name on the bottom, so it says Lorne Tontegode on the bottom, but all my Flickr stuff is like no name on it, it's all clean, high-res stuff.
Well,
so
I shared a-
I tell people they can download
I shared
that
a
as
few.
well.
I actually shared a couple of videos of yours of the Lost Boys, and I did put video by Lorne Tontegode, right?
And I appreciate that.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
I'll
cool.
give you it's
Yeah.
your video. I just shared it on my site because I like the band, but I'm still going to give you credit because I didn't film it. You filmed it,
Yeah.
right?
No, that's cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see a lot of bands using my photos, and it's just, it feels so good to see that out there.
Especially if they're going to give you credit for the darn stuff, right?
I'm not even that concerned about that, because I know I took it, so that's cool.
It'll
Yeah.
come around, right?
Yeah, it comes around. Yeah,
Sometimes.
Yeah. You know, I ended up here because of this, so that's really cool.
Now, what do you
truly
think?
honored, man.
What do you think of this place?
This is amazing. I was blown away. I saw what you guys were doing online when you were building it, and it beyond what you think you expect. When you walk in here, this place
Especially
is
from the
just-
outside.
the outside's a it's a
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
different than what you got on the
Oh
inside
yeah, when
here.
you,
But
it's like the outside is like, should I get back in my car and roll the windows up? Right.
I
But-
hope my truck's outside.
Yeah, yeah.
By the time I leave, but yeah,
and,
we'll
then,
see.
and then once you come in, like I said, I had Shane Christopher and Bobby Rock on, and they were the same thing. They went
Blown
man,
away.
They
Blown
were
away.
like, as soon as they came in, they went, "Oh, now we get it."
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
No.
Well, like I said, I saw the pictures, and then coming in here and talking with Chris and Kim and you, and the amount of work that's gone into this.
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah, it's like it was a dump.
Oh,
It was worse than a dump,
It was
man.
worse than a dump.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
it
yeah.
was crazy. And now it's just this professional studio with the seating.
Yeah.
I got to do some shooting in here for sure.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, man. They ask me, "Well, what's it like in there?" Like I have friends ask me because they're curious, right?
Yeah.
And like we don't let a lot of people come in, because
No, yeah,
Chris is still
you're
working
crazy.
on the
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah.
But I tell them, I said, well, before all this happened, I said, you trust me, we could have filmed slasher movies. That's how
I
bad
believe
it.
it,
That's how
yeah.
bad it
Yeah,
was, man.
yeah.
It was like, wow.
Yeah. Funny story. I was just mentioning shooting. I actually got banned online for 37 days or something like that because I said I was going to be shooting people at an event.
Oh, yeah,
It's the most screwed up thing, right? I'm a photographer, you idiots.
yeah.
I got my
Yeah,
account
yeah.
restricted
Please
for a
don't
while.
call the
but
cops.
Jeez.
Yeah, the
It's
cops
a
show me.
camera.
Cops show you. I'll say, "Where's your gun?" It's right here on the coach.
Yeah, I've shot a lot of people with this thing.
So, what's your plans this summer?
I want to get out and see some live stuff. outside sort of like big venue stuff, try and get in. It's tough sometimes because they don't allow the gear in sometimes. It's you're allowed to bring your cell phone in or a cheap camera, but
because
it's hard to
everybody's
bring
got a
the
cell
good gear
phone,
in.
eh?
But I have to figure out a way to get some press passes or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
so I
well,
can
maybe
get in
we
some
can
of
help
these
you with
shows.
that too. I could,
I just love doing it.
Yeah.
I've shot Moist back in when they were at the CNE. I've done Blue Rodeo a couple
oh,
times.
bonus.
Yeah, so some of those were a lot of fun.
Like I said, anytime you want to come here, you're welcome to come.
I appreciate
I know,
that. That's
Chris,
really
I have
cool.
no problem with that.
Yeah.
Or Gimme, you can come anytime and hang out.
I
and
look
shoot-
forward to it, man.
shoot anything.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Anybody you want to say anything to tonight while I got you on the show?
Well, there's my girl Coco. Like she's just been so yeah, Coco. A lot of people know about her. She's a good person. So she's been pretty supportive in my work.
And that's
She
good
really
though.
likes it.
It's hard to
So,
find a woman that's going to be supportive these days.
Yeah,
It's so liberated.
She really enjoys the work that I do.
It's good.
She's probably upset because I'm not wearing a classy shirt or something like that. But I got
Yeah, but you're rock and roll though. He's Coco. He's rock and roll
I got
tonight.
rock and roll. I got
Rock
Pink
and
Floyd
roll.
going on.
That's right, rock and roll tonight. Looking, I had to come with the classic,
The Kings of the Attic.
classic King of the Attic shirt, right?
Well, it suits the location.
You know,
Yeah.
and represent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I want to thank you for coming out tonight and telling us about what you do, because
I appreciate
you
it
know,
very much.
because people probably see you in the clubs and going, hey, you know, and probably
Yeah,
some people don't know you, right? So if you see Lorne out in the clubs and he's taking a picture, go up and say hi to him, man. You know, and tell him how cool he is, right? And tell him you want your picture taken, right? Lorne, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Anytime,
Appreciate it,
buddy.
man.
Anytime you want to
Appreciate
come
it.
out.
A lot of fun.
And we'll see Lorne this summer at some shows in the Niagara Peninsula or wherever. Right?
Yeah, I got to get in Toronto a few times, so
There you go.
got to do some of that.
Say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Cheers.